Hi everyone, this is Angie Wong and I'm president of Legacy PAC. I just want to thank all of our followers. We're close to 100,000 followers on Facebook and we've only been around for a few short months. So thank you again. I'm going to ask you for your continued support leading up to 2024. Please donate to legacy-pac.org. That's legacy-pac.org. Thank you, and we'll see you on the campaign trail.
We're sitting here too much. But you're going to do very well. And I just had somebody write down, first of all, James and Sarah Pritchard, thank you very much. Yes. Great job. Thank you. We appreciate all the help. Stanley and Donna Fitzgerald.
Right here, sir.
Thank you very much. It's great. It's great that you're with us. Mike Acton.
Problems. And with an aging Senate, what's the larger trend here? All right, now joining me is Jared Craig, an attorney and founder of Legacy PAC. Jared, I want to first talk about Senator Feinstein. So she's the oldest sitting U.S. senator, and now we see Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer plans to ask the Senate to allow somebody to temporarily serve on the Judiciary Committee. I want to know your thoughts about why you think she's choosing not to resign. I mean, you have members from her own party calling for that and saying that she can't perform her duties. What do you think the deal is here?
I think that she's sitting there holding on like many, what am I looking at? A career politician. She's the perfect example why we need term limits. She's been in office for 21 years, starting in 1992 in the same Senate seat. And I think she's just holding on to it because she's got a lot of money attached to that seat. I think that she's got the upper hand in the favor game because of seniority. And I don't think that she can really roll over and just give that away. Even in her state at 89 years old, I think she's fighting just to retain power. And we see that in the Democratic Party with career politicians holding on to their seats for a long time. I think the American people are tired of that. And
now, your day-to-day life, Jared, is obviously in the legal system as an attorney. I want to talk about the logistical aspect of this. So we know that since Senator Feinstein has been in the hospital, she's held up judicial nominations. What does this actually do on the local level, and how does it impact work on the local level in the judicial system?
It clogs up the docket system. When you have a workload, you have a volume of cases that are coming through the courts, and you have seats that are waiting to be filled. So many of the public doesn't know that the courts are overloaded. Unless you have litigation going on in your life, you have no idea how backlogged they are. And 2020 created a huge backlog, and that's at the state and federal level. So by having these judicial appointments held off, you're just creating another factor to slow down the judicial branch. That leads to a lot of problems. It comes into delayed justice. It comes into wrongs are not remedied. And the American people have a right to have their conflicts redressed in the courts. And by her not voting, it's holding up the entire process.
And now switching gears, Jared, to the latest potential presidential candidate running, Senator Tim Scott. So you have him now launching a presidential exploratory committee. What are your thoughts on why he didn't just start a full-on campaign? Why do you think he took this extra step of the exploratory committee?
I think that he's aware that the oxygen in the room is being consumed with the Trump-DeSantis tension. It's a tug of war right now where you see it in the polls. Every couple of days there'll be a new poll that comes out. And the focus of the poll is on DeSantis and Trump. Now, I think Tim Scott has a very good platform. He's a very good Christian background, great history coming up as a true conservative for the right reasons, for the right purposes. And he has a good head on his shoulders. But I don't think he has the track record to prevail in the primary for the United States president's race. That's why us at Legacy PAC, or we at Legacy PAC, are supporting Donald Trump for the president in 2024. Tim Scott currently is somewhere about 1% of the polls. And that's not going to be enough to get him really to convince a lot of people as he tours around the different states to vote for him. I don't think he has the momentum. I think that it's a little early in his career. I know that he's traveled to Iowa. I know he's traveled to New Hampshire and his home state of South Carolina. And those three states, I think, have led him maybe prematurely to run for office. And he's just feeling it out. I think that he's testing the waters is more along the lines of what he's doing than really declaring. He's had a couple of small fundraisers, but if he does declare that he's running for president and he throws his hat in, I know that he's starting off with $21 million from a Senate campaign account. So he has some funding to get started, but that's not going to be enough money to get him across the threshold at the primary.
Interesting perspective. Thank you so much, Jared Craig, attorney and founder of Legacy PAC. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Lynn. It was a pleasure.
So we know the issues, we know about energy, we know about the border, we know Joe Biden doesn't know what he's doing. We know all that, we get all that, but why do this? Why do this here tonight with Legacy PAC? Because there's a whole lot of people who have the passion to save this country who need help getting off the ground.
The purpose of Legacy PAC is to save America. That's our mission. That's what we really want to do because America's worth saving.
We support the next generation of conservative leaders. We just want good, solid patriots. They're not embedded in like the establishment.
I am a political outsider. I am by trade, I'm a cybersecurity engineer. Okay, so this is my first run in politics. We need more conservative Republicans standing up and fighting for the Constitution.
We're an America First PAC, and we want to promote and help our up-and-coming candidates, and we're going to be holding the line for President Trump.
I joined the Army at 17 years old. My first day at my first unit, which was 25th Infantry, was September 10th, 2001. So the next day was 9/11. And I spent about a total of a decade between Iraq and Afghanistan in country. So my country means everything to me. When I realized that if people like myself who don't want to be politicians don't start stepping up and taking these seats, that nothing's going to change, then I said, okay, I'll do it.
Who deserves to lead the people of this country more than those who serve this country? So I'm behind every one of them. So let's make sure we get more veterans into power. I'm all for it.
Remember why you're involved. We have to make sure people remain humble and not engage in self-glorification. You are here for one reason, and that is to save the country. Period, end of story.
And for those candidates who are looking uphill and wondering how, keep your head down, focus on the target, and outwork everybody. And I promise you, you're not gonna lose. You're either gonna win on election night or you change the game on election night. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much, Legacy PAC.